Welcome back. Now, ladies and gentlemen, VIP protocols are the privileges that only a select few enjoy in our country, especially at the airport. The present and the former president and the vice presidents, head of the states, cabinet ministers, dignitaries and VIPs. Exemption from security checks and free access to terminal buildings are few of the many privileges that VIPs enjoy at the airport. And these privileges are also extended to their family members. But did the sandalwood starlet, Ranya Rao, exploit these privileges, the privileges that were granted to a stepfather, Dr. K. Ramachandra Rao, an IPS officer and retired Director General of Police in Karnataka? Now, he was the one who was granted these privileges, but by the virtue of being a family to him, did Ranya Rao exploit these is what now being investigated and verified by the Karnataka government, where two separate probes have been ordered by the Karnataka government. The state government has launched an inquiry into her alleged misuse of VIP airport protocol privileges. The probe will now also examine the role of a stepfather, Ramachandra Rao, an IPS officer and the DGP in Karnataka. Rao allegedly used her father's position to gain unauthorized access to restricted airport areas. Gaurav Gupta, the additional chief secretary, will lead the probe and with a report due in a week. The Karnataka government has also ordered a CID probe into the protocol violations at the Bengaluru International Airport. The CID will probe police personnel for dereliction of duty as police constables allegedly played a role in bypassing security checks. And beyond the stepfather's role, Ranya Rao's friend Tarun Kunduraju is also under scanner. Tarun was accompanying Ranya in Dubai and Ranya was arrested by the DRI and is accused of smuggling 12 crore worth of gold from Dubai to Bengaluru. And to discuss this further, I'm joined by our guest this evening. I'm joined by Vijay Prasad, who's the spokesperson of the BJP. I'm also joined by Satya Prakash, the Congress spokesperson, and Arvind Kumar Jain, who's a former DGP. I'll first go across to you, Mr. Arvind Kumar Jain. There is something that doesn't really add up. For Ranya Rao to maintain, or for the government for that matter, I beg your pardon, to maintain that Ranya smuggling gold all this while wasn't in their knowledge. They were oblivious of the fact that in plain sight, there is this actress who misuses VIP protocol and manages to smuggle gold for a very long time now. Mr. Arvind Kumar Jain, is it possible that the government did not know about it?
No, it's very difficult. It's very difficult that this was not in the knowledge of the government and the intelligence agencies. She was making dozens of trips to Dubai, and generally DRI, customs, all these people, they have intelligence. They have their sources, and they come to know as to who is violating the country's tax laws, bringing so much of gold into the country at cheaper rates and damaging the country economically. It's a very serious offense, and I'm sure that it must have been in the knowledge of the family, especially the stepfather. It is very difficult to say that it was not in the knowledge of stepfather, who was retired, who is retired DG rank officer. He was not DGP of Karnataka, but he is a DG rank officer, nevertheless. And naturally, he must be having contacts at all levels, and she was taking advantage of those contacts. Or as the state government has ordered an inquiry, it should have ordered an inquiry long time back, because this episode is going on for quite some time, that who all are involved, whether they are posted at airport security, they are part of airport security, or they used to help her in bringing out the gold and passing the check post, immigration. So, another inquiry has been ordered by Additional Chief Secretary. It's in the right direction, what they have done. Congress is accusing BJP government of allotting 12 acres of land to Ranya's company. There should be inquiry. There should be inquiry who all are involved in this, and the racket should be busted.
You are saying it's a racket. And what appears to be is that the state government has ordered two probes, not one, but two probes over here to look at the dereliction of duty on the part of the officers present who were perhaps giving a leeway to Ranya Rao. And on the other hand, the violations that were carried out as far as the VIP protocols are concerned. Now, my question to you, Mr. Satyaprakash, is that you've ordered probes, but have you also been able to see where were the loopholes? That perhaps you can plug the loopholes in the first place, because it may not just be Ranya Rao. There could be many others like Ranya Rao who would be exploiting the VVIP protocols that only a select few gets to enjoy in the country.
Samia Kapoor ji, we need to understand Bangalore airport is one of the busiest international airport in this country. In country's busiest airport, a woman can bring in 15 kgs of gold. Just imagine the security checks in that airport. Who is responsible for the security checks in India's busiest international airport? It's not the state government. It's not Mr. Siddaramaiah. The central government and Mr. Modi is squarely responsible for the security lapse that is happening. Just assume if in one airport 15 kgs of gold is coming in, and this is just tip of the iceberg. Across the country and across 30, 40 international airports in this country, this is a big mafia which is there. And the central government is solely responsible because the state government has nothing to do with it. Even if the state police has done something on the protocol, what were the customs guys doing? Does anywhere the customs duty for VIPs, should they not check their baggage? Should they not frisk them? There's nothing like that. So it is solely the responsibility of Modi government and BJP's government. The state government has nothing to do with it. The DRI has rightly, gone into the details. Anyone, either from the state government side or the central government side, all those who are responsible for the security break and the economy is at risk, please understand, like Mr. Jain rightly said, it is not just about 15 kgs. There might be tons of gold which is coming into India, which will affect the gold market in this country. And this should be stopped at all cost. The state government, the Congress government is nothing to do with. It was BJP government who told that, that Congress government gave 12 acres of land to Ranya Rao. But when they came to know that it was in fact the BJP government, erstwhile BJP government, which they kept their mouth shut. So I urge upon Modi, I urge upon Amit Shah to act immediately and stop this gold smuggling in this country and save our economy at all cost is all what I'm asking Kapoorji.
Well, Mr. Vijay Prasad, respond to the allegations that the Congress is mounting on the BJP government. They are saying that the security is under the BJP government. They are saying if there's anybody who was in the know of all these violations taking place, or if there is dereliction of duty, or there's a leeway granted to Ranya Rao, it was under the BJP scrutiny. What do you have to say, Mr. Vijay Prasad? Yes. Because clearly, as far as the land allotment is concerned, that is an area of concern. It was granted during the BJP tenure.
That's okay. Okay. Before I start my this one, I would like to give one correction to the former UP DGP and to my Congress fellow panelists. See, even though the land was allotted during our BJP regime, it was as per the law. And even the former industry minister and the former chief minister, Mr. Bommai, has come on record, and he has clarified that all the protocols, all the this one was followed, and even the KIADB chairman has come on record and said that even though the 12.3 acres was land allotted to Ranya Rao's company, and they were supposed to deposit 30% of the amount, and they have not deposited. The land has not been transferred to the to this lady Ranya Rao's company. Period. No more debate on it. So all the orders set aside. Now let's come to the gold smuggling case. This is a typical case of fence eating the crop. Okay, a DGP level daughter, Director General of Police of a police housing, daughter, misusing his position and misusing his protocol and doing the smuggling. That is one thing. And having said that, one of the Bangalore MLA, Congress MLA, Rizwan Arshad, he goes on record and say, this is a trivial matter. This is a small crime that has happened. This kind of Congress, Karnataka was known for a lot of things. First in startup IT hub, and first in FDI. And now, under the Congress rule, in the last 2 years, all this first has taken the back seat now. And now, Congress has used this Karnataka as the smuggling hub, gold smuggling hub. This is the contribution of Congress government in the last 2 years. Tell me, what was this? See, when this lady Ranya Rao was misusing her father's position, what the government was doing, and the Home Minister of Karnataka, Mr. Parameshwar, goes on record saying that we were not aware of this. Even we came to know about this gold smuggling through newspaper. And I want to know, being a responsible government, being a responsible home minister, is he running his government through the newspaper, by reading the newspaper? I'm appalled by this kind of talk he is giving, the sermons he is giving. And I will tell you, Congress government is using the Karnataka and Bangalore as the hub for gold smuggling. This is, and this Congress spokesperson shamelessly blaming Modi and Amit Shah for this kind of the inactive and the inefficiencies.
Okay, then let us put that question
government
across to the former DGP. Point taken, Mr. Vijay Prasad. One way of looking at it is that's a good thing that the politicians are reading the newspapers and watching us as we are putting across the news. But
you cannot, Samia, but you cannot run your government by reading the newspaper. But you cannot run the newspaper by reading the newspaper. The Home Minister has to be very active.
I agree.
Cannot take action.
Agreed.
He cannot take action after reading the newspaper.
Give me a minute, please. Okay.
Agreed, Mr. Vijay Prasad. Point taken. Mr. Satya Prakash, you will have to wait. My question is for Arvind Kumar Jain.
They should not do the post-mortem activities.
I would request my panelists to please wait for your turn. This is not a channel where we are going to be doing shouting match and talk on top of each other's turns. We are going to be giving time to everybody to make a point. My question is addressed to Mr. Arvind Kumar Jain right now. Mr. Jain, like Mr. Prasad was saying, that it is not the responsibility of the BJP. My question to you is, sir, where does the buck stop? Does it stop with the state government? Does it stop with the airport authorities? Where does the nexus lie?
The airports are under the security of CISF. CISF is under central government. There are no two opinions about it. MHA controls CISF, and CISF does the checking part. But at the same time, it is also true that when VIPs enter, when we used to enter airport, certain security checks used to be bypassed. And because they also knew that we were holding very high position in state government, in police department. So involvement of state police force or state people cannot be ruled out. And you can say that control is of central government, of CISF, customs, DRI at airport. But at the same time, the airport is situated in the state of Karnataka, and the state will naturally have a say. Will have a say in the affairs of the airport. It is not possible. Chief ministers travel, governors travel, other people travel, ministers travel, and security is bypassed at times. But this is a very strange case that 20, 30 times a lady is making trips to Dubai, and it was not in the knowledge of local customs people, CISF people. It raises a question mark on the security aspect. I think state government should look into its own role, and central government should also beef up the security at the airport, international airport.
Absolutely. Very well put over there, Mr. Arvind Kumar Jain. Mr. Satya Prakash, what Mr. Jain was essentially saying is that the state government of Karnataka cannot absolve itself of its responsibility. If it's happening under your nose, you cannot be saying it is not your duty, it is not happening under your domain. Just because the CISF and the central authorities are responsible as far as the airport security is concerned, so is the state government. It was being operated under your nose, not once, not twice, multiple trips. We
State
don't really know
government-
how much gold must have been brought to the process of smuggling, that smuggling route, what was being carved out in the process, the violation taking place. The state government should have also been vigilant. It is the retired DGP's daughter who is doing all of this, and you have no knowledge about it?
No, he's not
State
retired.
government has nothing to do with the customs checking there. State government has a different protocol for the VIPs to come in and go out. That doesn't mean the VIPs should not be checked. No rule under DRI or anywhere says that any VIP who comes from abroad, especially, you need to understand that it is an international traveler. He can be checked. Any IPS officer can be checked. Today, there are thousands of IPS officers across the country. There are thousands of IAS officers in this country. There will be again 4 or 5 family members. And she is not an IPS officer. She is a daughter of an IPS officer. If all the families of IPS officers, IAS officers are allowed a free run in this country by this Modi government, how can the state government be responsible for this? How can the state home minister be responsible for this? Does CISF, which is a central industrial force, report to the home minister of this country? Home minister of the state? Do custom officials who have a responsibility to frisk everyone report to the state government here? We have nothing to do with it. It is solely responsibility of the central government. Mr. Modi, Amit Shah, CISF directly reports to Amit Shah. So he is directly responsible for this. He is putting India under tremendous risk is all I would say. Today, what we also need to understand is the BJP party is hand in glove with this lady because they have given 12 acres of very valuable land. Till date, that land has not been used for the purpose that it has been sought. And it was BJP which first accused, thinking that it was Congress that has allocated this land. But when our industries minister and the CEO of our KIDP said that it was indeed BJP which gave the land to this lady, but BJP had to shut its mouth. Please understand that we have nothing to do with it. All what the state government provides in an airport is external security. We have no role. We cannot frisk the passengers. We cannot check their luggages. All this duty has to be done by the customs department. Just imagine, thousands of people are there, IAS officers. If each one starts bringing 15 kgs of gold on a daily basis, imagine what it will do to this economy. Hence, Mr. Modi and Amit Shah, irrespective of whether he is an IAS officer, IPS officer,
but Mr.
should
Prakash,
seal
there is also your own state government's
and make sure that our
intelligence.
economy is
Your own
protected.
state government's home ministry should also have intelligence in place to understand and assess the situation that something of this sort is happening. What we are being told is that one of the insiders, close aide of Ranya Rao, has tipped off the authorities, and then this got busted. If that had not happened, then we could not have relied upon the state government or the authorities to be able to understand and assess the situation, that there is a smuggling pattern going on over here in this Ranya Rao's case. I have paucity of time. I will have to give a chance to Mr. Vijay Prasad to make a point also. Mr. Prasad, please go ahead and respond. What Mr. Satya Prakash is short of saying, he's almost saying that the BJP almost facilitated this. Mr. Satya Prakash is short of saying. Mr. Vijay Prasad, please respond.
Why this is Congress is saying this, because two of its ministers' name is coming up in the whole episode. Okay, two corrections. The DGP is not he's not a retired DGP. He's a serving police officer of the DGP rank. That is one correction. And the second correction, what I would like to make is the land is not allotted to Ranya Rao's company. Categorically, I can say that. Confidently, I can say that. And the third thing, having said that, today, I would like to congratulate the DRI and the customs for having busted this the whole episode. Congress used Bangalore as the hub for gold smuggling. They are facilitating this one. How can a sane person of the DGP ranks officer's daughter is using his protocol and his position to misuse the position?
Okay, Mr. Prasad, I have paucity of time. I will have to wrap this conversation over here. We cannot indulge in a shouting match over here. I have to wrap this conversation, Mr. Satya Prakash. I am sorry. I wish we had more time to go on with the discussion. I know this is a conversation that requires more time, but Mr. Vijay Prasad and Satya Prakash and also Mr. Arvind Kumar Jain, thank you for taking our time and joining us over here at Mirror Now. Blame game is not exactly what we are looking at right now. We are looking at areas of concern and loopholes that can be plugged. But thank you for taking our time and joining us here.